What is up, everybody? I hope everyone is safe at home during these quarantine times, getting some time in with family. I wanted to just mention that I am now an Amazon affiliate. Well, not quite yet. I applied and they gave me access to the links. However, I do need to make some sales for the application to become valid before 180 days. So this video will have a link to the product we will be talking about today, which is the Ring Video Doorbell 3. And the Ring Chime. I also wanted to mention that I now have links in the description for all the products in my setup that I use on a day-to-day basis to make these operations possible if you wanted to check that out. Alright, so with that being said, I've had packages stolen in the past, so I get screwed and lose my money and the product. So hopefully with this, we can make sure that it does not happen again. I'll be going over step by step how to set up the Ring Video Doorbell all the way up to the fees and quality of the video recording. Now, let's jump right on into it. Okay, so at the time of recording this, the Ring Video Doorbell 3 will run you about $200 and the Ring Chime runs you about $30. I got this on sale. I think I paid about $170 and yes, this one was $30, so I paid a little over $200 after taxes. Yeah, so let's go ahead and it's not as exciting as anything else, but this is just, you know, to protect my house, protect my goods. Okay, so we get the doorbell with the plastic cover. It is battery power. I know most of you are like, what? Battery power? I don't want to take out the battery every day to go ahead and charge it. Supposedly, this is supposed to run you about 6 months. 6 to 12 months, I believe it said. It should run you about 6 to 12 months off of one charge. Now, I know this is also a review, however, I'm not gonna wait 6 months to put it up, but I will be reviewing and coming back to this about a week later to see exactly how much battery we have left after a week, and then, you know, you can pretty much do the math from there. Okay, so this is a angled, so just in case you need to install it looking down or install it looking up to have it looking up at the people, I guess. I don't know. I think it's just more for it to look down. And then we have a side angle, so when you put it onto the wall, it'll be looking sideways like so, or this way, to the left or to the right. We got our tools for the setup. I believe this is to charge it. We're gonna have to put it to charge for a while before we can go ahead and complete this video. We got the screws. Oh, yes. Okay, great. This is the one I wanted to use. Actually, I think it looks a lot better than the gray. What do you think? All right. So this is if you were gonna these little things. This is if you're gonna do a wired connection. We got our drill bit, we got our leveler, some more screws in there, and we got a screwdriver. Nice. Okay, so that looks like it. And we got our manual. Just open up the manual just in case you guys want to see it. If you guys don't, skip right on through. All right, so look, we have the setup steps. Download the Ring app, scan this code, complete the setup. Our manual. View, share, and download. And oh, then you can just put this on your window. Comes with a sticker. Let the intruders know that you are protected. So that is everything inside the box. Now we're gonna move on into Ring Chime. Now we just open this one on up. So we got our quick start guide. Quick start guide in here. And a little speaker. You just plug it into the outlet. They do have a Ring Chime Pro, yes, and that would run you $50. However, this one is just the Ring Chime. It's only $30. I guess the Ring Chime Pro it's bigger, you know, so it would be louder speaker. That looks like it. There's nothing else in here. So everything is Wi-Fi. You can actually use this little code, just scan it, identifies your ring to make the setup fast and easy, as it says. All right. This is the back of the box. Sound of peace of mind. In-home alerts. Multiple chime tones. We'll go over the chime tones when it turns on. Go through all of that. Safe and sound in every room. So you can have multiple. If you wanted, you can have multiple in the house. Put a chime in the living room, one in the bedroom, and anywhere else you need to hear ring alerts. No matter where you are at home, you'll always be in the know. All right, so that is it. Okay, so I do have the battery pack charging. I just put it to charge at 10:55 in the morning. This is straight out of the box, so I wanted to see exactly how long does it take to finish the charge to get to 100%. Okay, it is now 5:55 p.m. So it has been recording for 7 hours. Forgot to mention that when it's just the green light, that means it's fully charged, and when it's green and red, that's when it's charging. Okay, finally, after verifying like 300 things, we're finally welcomed to Ring. Set up Ring device. Doorbells. Scan products for easy setup. Okay, scan the QR code or Mac ID barcode. So now it's asking us, what would you like to name this Ring doorbell? Front door. Insert the included battery. Enter it in. Like so. Okay, now continue. Wait for the light on your Ring doorbell.
Your Ring device is in setup mode.
Cool. The light is spinning. Ring wants to join Wi-Fi network. Please let the Ring app join the Ring Wi-Fi network. Your Ring doorbell is now scanning for available Wi-Fi networks. Okay. I'm gonna test out the chimes now. This is the Ring default. We have Ring Alert 2. Ring Alert 3. We have Harp. Flashback. Triangle. Upbeat. Navi. Xylophone. Whistle. Okay, train whistle. Dogs barking. Keep the intruders away. Doorbot. It's not bad. Westminster. Okay guys, so I have had the Ring for a little over a week now. I did check the battery level once it hit the weak point, and it was at 64%. Now if we do the math on that, it took about 36% for a week, which wouldn't last a month. However, do keep in mind, this was prior to knowing about the power saving settings, which I was made aware of when I called the Ring, because I was having a lot of issues with the network. They also informed me that the battery level was draining fairly quickly because I had over 400 events that were recorded during that week. I also was checking the doorbell nonstop, trying to get everything working. I did not set up motion detection zones. I had the sensitivity really high, so it would record glare off of windows and even a bird flying. After being made aware, I changed the settings to save more power, and it was a big difference. But to be honest, I don't see it lasting 6 to 12 months at all. So as you can see in the thumbnail, I did manage to pick up an extra battery, which I have right here, and I have it charged and ready to go to swap. Just makes it a little easier, because why would I have a Ring doorbell for 7 hours without recording? Because this takes 7 hours to charge. So yeah, they also have motion settings that can conserve battery life. You have motion detection zones that you can turn on or off if you don't want to be notified for that section if someone is in that area. They have motion verification setting that is updated to be more familiar with person detection. They also have a motion schedule, so if you're home and don't want to be notified during a specific time of day, you can adjust that. And then they have motion frequency, which I had on most frequent, which drains the battery more. And I swapped to light, which still sends notifications quite often. Also, I must mention that I did have a pretty hard time with just the doorbell connecting to the router. The app gives you a Wi-Fi tester which you can bring your device to the location that you'll be setting up the doorbell to test the connection from that area. So long story short, I brought my phone outside and the download speed said 16 megabytes per second. And the upload speeds was 11 megabytes per second, which the app tells you all you need is 1 megabyte per second to have a good connection. Lo and behold, I thought everything would be working fine. It did not. I set up the Ring doorbell outside my front door and the router, which is approximately 20 to 30 feet from my front door, and I was getting poor connection, which is bad for a video doorbell. It would show about -74 RSSI, which when red means that you might not get footage or notifications at all. I recorded some of the footage that I did end up getting, and as you can see, it is very laggy and delayed, which with security cameras, you should try and get the most live footage as possible. So sometimes I would walk outside and there would be packages in front of my door that I was not made aware of, because with the poor connection, it fails to record some videos. And when the doorbell is pressed, it does not send out a notification, and the Chime does not inform you either. So after dealing with the frustration, I was made aware that the Chime Pro is actually a Wi-Fi extender. I ended up ordering the Chime Pro and it came in about 2 days from Amazon. I have 3 outlets between the front door and the router. One is about 10 feet from the router and the other is about 15 feet from the router. And then the last one is about 10 feet from the doorbell. I got the best signal from the one closest to the front door, which they say if you get a Wi-Fi extender to put it closest to the router or halfway between the two. But in this case, it worked best for me closest to the actual doorbell. Now, after setting up the Chime Pro and resetting everything, the doorbell finally worked properly. It would capture everything now and send all notifications. This is when I set up my motion detection zone. Changed the sensitivity to really low because I wanted to just be alerted when there were people present. I don't want to detect motion when a leaf flows in the wind.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That will really drain your battery. There's another thing, this doorbell does have person detection, but you can't have it enabled by itself. It has to detect motion as well, but I learned if you put the sensitivity very low, it will for the majority of the time only send you person detection notifications, which is a plus for the battery life. All in all, this video doorbell is the perfect match. Keep in mind that I did need all the items in the thumbnail to make it work to my liking. I will not recommend it without the Chime Pro, only because of the headache it gave me in the beginning. If you are on a budget, I would recommend the Ring doorbell and the Chime Pro, and that's it. The extra battery is just to make a quick and easy swap for me, and the regular Chime was because I ordered that first, thinking since I have 1 gig per second Wi-Fi that it would be sufficient enough, but that's not the case. I do have a lot of Wi-Fi devices throughout the house. That also makes the signal poor. I have multiple cameras set up, laptops, wife's work laptop, my computer, the consoles, smartphones, everything sucks up the Wi-Fi. So that big factor why I was getting a poor signal, having it only 20 to 30 feet from the router. Lastly, I have to mention that on 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, the doorbell did not work at all. It was only working on the 2.4 gigahertz channel. So there you have it, guys, the Ring Video Doorbell 3. If you decide on purchasing the item to secure your house or have peace of mind, then please do use the Amazon affiliate links in the description. It helps support the channel a lot. And it is no cost to you. If not for me, do it for the cat. Thanks again, guys. Till next time, peace out.